Welcome back, everyone, to the Unusual Critics, the Unusual Podcast, episode 2. We are back again to annoy you and
Yep,
annoy everyone. So,
yep, yep, and annoy ourselves also.
yeah. So, the Oscars are
Yeah,
coming, as you
yes,
know. How many days? 10 days to go. Yeah, 10
yes.
days to go from when we are
10 days
recording
to go
it.
from
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So, yeah. So,
So it's the best time of the year
right.
to talk about movies and talk about movies that got snubbed. So
No other choice. I
yes,
mean, there's no other choice without talking.
there's no other choice but to talk about Oscars at this
Yeah,
time of
so
the year.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, but okay, that I have an interesting fact. This is, of course, me and Onargo, we have been following Oscars for many years now. We kind of watch it religiously because we really both love watching the Oscars more than other award ceremonies, I might add. But this is the first year we both discovered something called Oscar death racing. I
Yeah.
personally didn't know this thing
Devargo
existed.
discovered it and told me.
And
I didn't know about.
yes, I told Onarga about this. So basically, if you guys also don't know, Oscar death racing is a very fascinating thing. It's actually a subreddit where people basically race to complete all the movies that are nominated for an Oscar. For example, this year there are 50 movies nominated for an Oscar. So people will race and go to any length to find these movies on the most obscure sites possible and watch this and complete the list. So we both also kind of got like addicted to it in kind of a sense because this is the first year, I don't know about Onargo, but for me, this is the first year I watched many of the short films, like animated short films, live action short films. I mean, I used to watch them the previous years also, but that is after they got the win or something, but not this early. So, yeah, Onargo, did you watch like the
Yeah,
short
no,
films
so
and the
this
documentaries?
is actually the first year me also that I have watched all the best picture nominees before it got
Ye-
nominated.
Yes,
Like even
yes.
before it the nominations were announced, I had watched all of them.
Yeah,
And so that's also a first. And yeah, I watched I think three in each category: three short film live action, three animated, three documentary shorts, and three documentary features. So I am yet to go
yeah,
two in each category. So yeah, Devarko, did you watch all?
yes. No, I did not get around to watching all, but I will watch some in the most anticipated film festival of the year, which is Not, which is also coming in
Oh
10
my
days.
god! Oh my
But
god!
yeah.
So,
But yeah, I watched four animated shots. I watched four live action shot.
okay,
Documentary shots, I was three, and documentary features, I was two.
okay.
And all the rest of the categories I've watched pretty much all of them. I think I missed out on Samsung Blue,
Yeah, I
and I
have
haven't
watched
watched
something.
Little Emily.
Yeah.
Yes, I haven't watched Little Emily yet.
And
That is a
Hamlet,
very
and
anticipated
Hamlet,
movie.
and Hamlet.
And have not.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So
But
Hamnet is
yeah,
major
and I,
because
yeah,
I made him wait made him wait to watch Hamnet on the big screen, which it is now out in
yes,
India, if you know. So please
yeah,
go watch it in the big screen because it deserves to be watched in the big screen. So
right,
it's there,
right.
tickets on Book My Show. Please watch, and lot of the
Yeah,
other
and
films
if
too.
you're watching, if you're watching the podcast, sorry, if you're hearing the podcast right now and you're in India, there's a film called Boom, which is playing in
Yeah.
theaters right now,
It
which
won the
won
BAFTA.
the BAFTA.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you have seen it in the news. So
yeah.
that is also playing in theaters right now. So you
From
can also
tomorrow.
go support that film.
Yeah. So
Yep.
and like the
So okay.
Oscars, the number of films which are going on right now in India is amazing, and it won't stay much longer because of course it's a certain film called Dhurandhar 2 is coming, but before 16th, before 20th, you will see a lot of Oscar nominated films like The Secret
Yep.
Agent, One Battle After Another, Marty Supreme, all are
Hamnet.
going on right now. Hamnet, of course, and Arco, and there are more. So go watch them in the theaters because they are visually stunning films. Watch all of them as much as you
Yep.
can. But yeah, let's go.
Yes. So basically, let's then start with what we have here, which is me and Honorable. We will both go through every category of the Oscar this year, and we will both not only give our predictions, but we will also like we will break it up in two things. One is the movie we want that want to win that category, and the movie we predict will probably win that category. So for the lot of the categories, those both answers will differ. So I think that is a good way to break it down. So yes, I think we can get started on our one.
Okay, yeah, let's go. So let's start in the order the Academy wants us to. So that is
Yeah.
actor in a leading role. So let's go over the nominees
Yes.
first ones. Timothy Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, Wagner Moura. Have watched all of them. So let's hear from
Yes.
Devargo first.
Okay. So I
One
want
more wait what one more
Timothy.
fact I wanted to say. I think we
Okay.
watched
Okay.
all of these five films in theaters. All like Secret Agent and
Marty
Blue
sir.
Moon in KIF and
Oh
rest three
yes,
in the
actually we did.
theaters. Yeah.
We did. We did. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want Timothy Chalamet to win because he gave a generational performance in Marty Suppe. I think he kind of, I think, I know his age is young compared to a lot of the other nominees, but
Right.
I think he has a amazing filmography and deserves an Oscar for it. So I really want Timothy Chalamet to win this. But if I have to predict who will win this, I mean, I am following other award shows that are going on like BAFTAs and these SAG Actors Award that was going on right now. And Michael B. Jordan is a big favorite and have won a lot of awards on those award ceremonies. So I can see a future where Oscar kind of goes in that direction and gives Michael B. Jordan the Oscar, which is also
Yeah,
deserving.
but
But
I
yeah,
I don't think so that will happen because I feel
okay.
like the Oscars generally differ from the SAG every year, and I
Hmm.
think the Oscars will probably prefer Timothy Chalamet only, and uh,
Yeah.
the Oscars love Timothy Chalamet. And of course he got nominated a lot of times, of course, he is
Yes,
going through the
yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio phase. But yeah,
Yes,
so
absolutely.
speaking of that, but all of these performances were great, of course. Let me just tell a
Hmm.
little bit about each of these. Wagner Moura won the Best Actor at Cannes, of course, you know,
Hmm.
and Michael B. Jordan was the first great movie we watched last year, and Blue Moon, Ethan Hawke, of course, we
Hmm.
watched it at KIF, and it was the second movie we watched at KIF, and it was, of course, great. And Leonardo DiCaprio, of course, there's no doubt in what Leonardo DiCaprio's acting
Yeah,
is great in every movie he is in.
yeah.
And of course, Timothy Chalamet. Now, for me, the choice and the prediction is Timothy Chalamet. But yeah, let's see.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, Timothée Chalamet deserves
Yeah,
it this
yeah,
side, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. Those
Yeah.
sinners got a lot of
Okay.
nominations, but I don't think so many wins. But yeah, nominations is highest.
Hmm. So you are telling that sinners will get the Emilia Perez treatment.
No, but no, not of course not. But I think they will divide it in between all the categories. Generally, Oscars does that.
Ah, right, right,
Nowadays, Oscar
right,
doesn't give one film a lot. So
right. Yes, unless you're Oppenheimer.
I mean,
So
yeah, or
yes.
Parasite, or La La Land. None like
Yeah,
yes. Let's just leave it.
yeah. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, I can move on to the next category.
Actor in a supporting role: Benicio del Toro and Jacob Elordi, Delroy Lindo, Sean Penn, Stellan Skarsgård. In this also we watched 4 out of 5 in theaters, but of course Netflix doesn't want to release
No, one of
Frankenstein in
them was
India.
not it. Yeah,
Yeah,
one
so
of them
that is
was
that. Yeah.
not in
Of course,
theaters.
Frankenstein is more deserving to be watched in the theaters though. But yeah, of course,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
I think there is only one logical winner here, to be very honest. I think Honorgo will also agree with me on this. That is Sean Penn for One Battle After
Yeah,
Another.
yeah. No, but I am not thinking it's 100% though because
Okay,
I am hearing
okay.
the sentimental value hype in the US and uh,
Oh, that is true. That is true.
so I
Yes.
think that of course only these two are the choice. There is I mean,
Yeah.
these two, one of these two,
I'm
but
very
of course,
happy that, yeah.
yeah.
Ball.
So I like of course I have seen a lot of people are voting for Stellan Skarsgård more. Yeah, so like the performance is of course great, and Stellan Skarsgård is a lot like is going through a lot and in his personal life,
Mm-hmm.
and he is also
Mm-hmm.
aging, and I heard that he had to used the earpods during the shooting and had to
Hmm.
memorize the lines in very difficult ways. So that's a thing. That's the, of course he's a great actor of our times. But yeah,
Yes. Yes, I am actually very happy that Delroy Lindo got the nomination because I honestly
yeah,
did not expect the Academy to recognize him. But yeah,
right.
Sean Penn in One Battle After Another for me was like kind
Of
of
course, yeah.
was one of the most standout performances
Of
of the year.
course,
Like when I was watching One Battle After Another in the theater, I think I said to Anago right there and there, just give this man the Oscar. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
care what
yeah,
other movies are coming out. So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, that is a very, very memorable
yeah, yeah.
experience. Like Leonardo DiCaprio and him just makes the movie.
It's over the
So
top in a
yeah,
good way. Yeah.
yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so
And okay, so my prediction and my want is Sean Penn. What about you then?
my want is Sean Penn. My prediction is still
Okay, okay, okay. Okay.
okay.
I think both of
Actress.
them deserves
Ah,
it.
both of them deserve. Yeah, that is definitely both of them deserves. Yeah, actress in a leading role.
Yep. Okay, so the nominees are J.C. Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne, Kate Hudson. How do you spell her name?
Renat Rensby.
Renette. Okay, okay. And Emma Stone.
It's
Okay,
actually
I
Renate
will have to
also. It
think
can be. I
about
am not
it.
sure, but yeah, forgive me if the
Okay, okay.
pronunciation is wrong.
We are sorry if you
We
are
are not
butchering your name.
Norwegian,
We loved
sorry.
your person.
But yeah, of course,
Yeah, we
we
are
loved
sorry.
you in from your worst person in the world to now
Yeah.
Backrooms by
Yeah.
A24. Yeah,
Oh
so
yeah, she's in
yeah,
Backrooms. Yes,
she's somehow in
that is
Backrooms.
a very weird casting, but I am here for it. But yeah. Okay, so I haven't watched Hamnet and I haven't watched Samsung
Hamlet's
Blue.
crazy performance by Jesse Buckley. But
Yeah,
yeah,
because I have heard a lot about J.C. Buckley's performance in Hamlet,
yeah.
and I think out of the ones I've watched, which is Emma Stone, Sentimental Value, and If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You. If I have to choose out of that three, I would go for Roseburn
Oh yeah,
because
that is of course.
her
Yeah, yeah.
performance, yeah, her performance really makes that movie.
Uh,
Like
it's like
that movie is
I
complete.
it would have been
Yeah,
it would have gone to Rena Trensby if it was in worst person in the world, of course. But
yeah, correct, correct,
like
correct.
she is an actress. It's we are not undermining her as an actress. It's just the
Yeah,
Roseburn
of course.
in this case is has done a better job, and it's
Yes,
like calling
yes,
like Emma Stone could have won in Poor Things, but not in Begonia. So it's like that. So yeah,
yes. So I think I will go with my want is Roseburn, but I definitely see Oscars handing it to
Jesse
J.C.
Buckley.
Buckley for
But
Hamlet
yeah, for
because
me, my
yes.
want and prediction both is Jesse Buckley. Even though before I watched Hamlet, it
Okay.
was Roseburn. Before I watched Hamlet,
Hmm.
of course, Roseburn won the Best Actor at Berlin LA too. But and
Hmm.
yeah, even this year also a good film won, and that was also a female leading actor. So and I watched If I Had Legs on my on a plane. I already reviewed that. If you haven't seen my review,
Yes.
but yeah, so that is a crazy experience. Roseburn did a fabulous job. But I after
Hmm.
I watched Hamlet, I thought it just like it made me tear up. So it I think it has a higher edge a little bit, and it's Jesse
Okay.
Buckley's movie. Hamlet is Jesse Buckley's movie, and
Okay.
is it is her film and entirely surrounds. Even though it's about Shakespeare, it's about Paul Mescal's Shakespeare character, but it's more about Shakespeare's wife. It's more about what Shakespeare's wife suffered during that time, which I will not spoil because Debargo has not watched it yet. But yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, that is the thing. For me, it's Jesse Buckley. There is a one particular scene everyone who watched Hamlet knows. It's involving something, and I'm going through it in very vague words to not to spoil it.
Okay.
But there's one
Okay.
particular scene in a room beside a bed with water, and that scene where
Okay.
she opens her mouth and shouts, and that scene is very well performed. That's a very vague wording. Whoever watched it knows what I'm
Uh,
talking about. Devago doesn't.
uh,
Chill. So yeah,
yeah.
let's go. let's move on.
Yeah, but I'm intrigued by that
Yeah.
description to say the least. Okay,
Now there's one word to describe
right,
it all,
right.
which word I am not saying. So
Okay, okay, okay. Cool,
yeah,
cool, cool. I will watch it in
of course,
like
in one
two
week.
weeks time.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right. Then we can move on to the next category, which is actress in a supporting role. And okay, there is all right. Sentimental Value got two nominations here. One is Elle Fanning and one Elle Fanning, sorry. And the second one, I will not even
Inya,
try to
Inya.
pronounce it. I will say, yeah, we will go with Enya. Sorry, we are not Norwegian. And the next is
Actually,
Amy Madigan.
I want to add something.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
names here, it's I learned this from Loki actually. The in Norwegian name,
How?
it's like Loki Ferguson means Loki son of Fergu, and Loki
Oh,
Laufey daughter means Lofi daughter of Laufey, which was female Loki's name.
oh, okay.
So in here it's Inga Ibs daughter means Inga daughter of Ibs Lilius. So that
Yeah.
is how I
Yeah.
remember how to pronounce it. So that is a very good thing
Okay.
in like Norwegian culture. It's like the daughter and son of.
So, like, okay, so in Norwegian culture, they're like flexing their family
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of in
It's
this.
in a lot of cultures actually. Even in
Okay.
Indian South Indian culture, they have the middle names upon their
Huh.
father's name. So that happens in a lot of
Oh, okay,
families.
okay,
And
okay.
like McDonald's means son of Donald's. So
Huh.
so yeah,
Right. Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
did not know about this. This is
Right,
cool.
right. It's cool. And
Yes. Okay. So yeah,
Amy Madigan
we
for
got
Weapons,
weapons.
Wonmi
Amy
Mosaku for
Madigan. Yeah.
Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another.
Okay. Again, I'm really happy that Amy Madigan made it to the list because
Of course. Weapons
uh,
was not a
there was a lot
awards
of
bait film,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of buzz about weapons, but the weapons is not a type of cinema. Of course, it's a horror film, so that is
It's a
Oscars
great
tend to
film.
not
It's a
recognize
great film,
horror
but
films.
it's a horror film.
Yeah,
It's it was
yeah.
like, of
So,
course, the
but
Substance case, but Substance got a lot of nominations. Weapons didn't. But yeah, so
yeah,
that is the thing.
yeah. But I'm happy that weapons made it to the
Mm.
list somehow. But yeah, okay. Actress in a supporting role. Hmm. Who do we go with? Okay, Honorkov, you go first. Let me decide
Yeah,
real
so I
quick.
am also thinking. I am also thinking
Yeah,
actually.
this is a hard one.
Actually, this is a Tiana Taylor was really good actually in One Battle After
Yeah,
Another.
yeah.
And what about Elle Fanning is of course really good in sentimental value.
Of course, I'll tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, and she is also very good in Death Stranding. Why am I getting reminded of that?
Yeah.
But yeah, uh, then what else?
The thing is, Taylor Taylor is really
I
good,
think
but I
Tiana
do not see
Taylor will
Oscar.
be.
But I do not see
I'm
Oscar giving both the supporting role to send up the one battle after another
Oh yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. That
Sean
can
Penn
happen. No, no, no.
will
If Sean
probably
Penn,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah. If
Yeah,
Sean Penn gets it, then
yeah,
maybe not. Otherwise,
yeah,
Tiana Taylor can happen. Like Stellan Skarsgård and Tiana
yeah.
Taylor,
She's deserving.
or
Yeah,
Sean Penn and Elle Fanning. Either of them. Like either it's
right.
sentimental value here and one battle there, and one battle here and sentimental value there. So it's fight between these two
Yeah,
movies, sentimental value and one battle
right,
after
right,
another.
right.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
Okay, I will go a bit wild on this actually.
okay.
I want uh Elle Fanning to win.
Okay.
But I think they will give it to Amy Madigan somehow.
Amy Madigan.
Somehow, I know this is wild. This is wild, but I will go with this.
I think they can give to Onmi Mosaku,
I
but I don't not sure about
uh,
if they will give to Amy Madigan. But yeah, let's see.
let's see, let's
Let's
see,
see. Yeah, yeah,
let's see.
let's see.
So,
Okay, let's
some
go.
wild predictions are
Let's
good,
go.
just for
Animated
fun,
feature film.
just for fun. Animated feature film. Okay, I have not seen Arco. I have seen Elio,
I have seen
K-pop
Arco.
Demon Hunters, of course. Okay,
I have seen 4 out
I
of
haven't
5.
seen
Yeah, I have
Little
seen
Emily.
a little
I
bit
have
of
seen
Little
three
Emily,
out.
but yeah,
Okay, okay. But I'm very excited to see Little Emily, like one of
yeah,
the most
yeah,
anticipated
yeah,
films right now for me.
yeah.
But yeah, Okay. I think Onagon was my
Okay,
answer on this. So
wait, let me speak first. Wait, let me explain some things
yes,
about the
yes.
films. So yeah, I watched Arco few days back in the theaters, but actually the problem with Arco is it's really good. Of course, it's very good. It's a very good,
Mm.
very visually stunning, and the concept is highly imaginative. It's a very new kind of world. It's not a Pixar kind of world. It's a very new kind of world. It's a French animated film, and it stars the English cast stars Natalie Portman and uh, America Ferrera and other great people like what's his name? Hulk.
Are, Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, yeah, it stars Mark Ruffalo, Natalie Portman, America Ferrera, and everyone in the boys cast. But what happened with me is the film is very well crafted, and the story
Yeah.
is it's touching. But what happened to me is that I didn't feel like it was very innovative in its script front. If you know what I mean,
Okay.
I felt it's a very good film in the case of the visuals and the poeticness and the direction. But as good as its world building is, I didn't feel like the central plot of the film was very deep, if I have to say it simply.
Okay.
So I felt like that
Mm.
in the case of Little Amelie in the trailer itself, the God being reborn as a child concept is already a very deep concept, which I didn't feel like Arco
Mm.
had. Though I was excited for both because both were nominated at Cannes and nominated at Kerala Film Festival recently, which is one of the biggest film festivals here. And so I thought it would have something more deeper to it in Arco, but of course it was a wrong expectation by me. But it's a
Mm.
fun movie. It's a fun, simple movie,
Correct.
but which has a very good world building in its
Right,
making.
right, right.
And Elio, I liked Elio a lot, more than others. I have to say that. Then the world didn't like Elio as much. The world hated Elio for some
Uh,
reason, but I didn't.
uh,
I liked it a lot, and I connected to it a lot, and I thought there were plenty of Pixar high goosebumps moment in that film.
mm.
But of course, in this case, in this set of films, there is of course the third film which is going to steal all the awards and get everything, and
Yes.
which is the prediction and the choice of the award who everyone knows, it's K-pop Demon
Yes.
Hunters.
Yes.
So
Of course.
yeah, yeah,
Just for the memes.
yeah.
Just
But
for the
all
memes.
all
Like
the
I
all of
want.
these five films are very good. Yeah, honestly speaking.
Yeah. No, I want to live in a world where a film called K-pop Demon Hunters is an Oscar-winning
Yeah,
film.
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
for
yeah.
that fact,
Yeah, yeah,
I want
and
to
it
be.
will win, and
I
it will win.
will.
Of
Yeah,
course it
it will win. This is pretty locked in. Like this is
will.
gonna win. Like they're having a performance from
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Goldens.
But I
So
recommend everyone to watch all these films because these are very
yeah,
good films.
all of the films are great. All of
Zootopia
the films
2
are
is
great.
as
And
good
like
as Zootopia 1, and Little Amelie is
yeah,
great, Arco is great, Leo is
Zootopia
great.
2 was so fun to
Yeah,
watch.
very
Like
fun,
so
very
many
fun.
movie references
Yeah, yeah,
from
yeah.
Shining and everything.
I didn't
It was
expect
really fun.
Zootopia to be as good as Zootopia 1, but of course, nowadays also
Exactly, exactly.
Disney and Pixar is still going on. Toy Story 5 trailer
Yep.
came out, I loved it. Somehow they still
Yeah,
managed to
Hoppers
make,
is releasing
yeah,
tomorrow.
somehow they still
Yeah.
managed to make great movies at Pixar. But yeah,
Yes, yes. I think people were sleeping on Pixar for
yeah,
quite
yeah,
some time, but now they're waking up. Like, yeah,
yeah. Right,
Pixar still exists. They're having a comeback, sort of.
right, right.
But yeah, animated short film. Okay, I'm kind of excited to talk about this because
Have
all the
watched 3
previous
out of
years
5.
I would have skipped this category and said I haven't watched anything. But this is the first year I can say I watched four of this. The only one I haven't watched because I couldn't find it anywhere is the Three Sisters. I absolutely couldn't find it anywhere on the internet. So unfortunately I couldn't watch that. But Butterfly, Forever Green, The Girl Who Cried Pearls, and Retirement Plan. I've watched these. Honor, which three have you watched out of
Butterfly,
these?
Forever Green, and Retirement Plan. I haven't watched Girl Who
Retirement
Cried
Plan. Okay, okay.
Pearls.
Girl Who Cried Pearls. Okay, okay, okay. So. To talk about this movies very shortly, Butterfly is, I think, out of these five films, Butterfly is the most beautifully animated films,
and hardest to
and
watch.
it's a story, yeah, for sure. But it's a story about a swimmer who like first swims in the ocean, but all his past traumas
Yeah, let's
related to
not
the water comes
spoil
back.
what comes in the ending.
Yeah,
So that is a
yeah,
very,
of course
very
not. I'm
beautiful
just giving
twist
a,
that happens, and
of
I didn't
course.
expect that at all in this film to happen. Whatever happens,
Yeah.
so please go and watch it. It's available on YouTube. Please,
Yes.
Papillon
YouTube only. Yeah.
Butterfly. So
Yeah. So this film has some crazy transitions on the animation style.
right, right.
Out of the five films, sorry, out of the four films, because I haven't was the Three Sisters. This has the best animation style. And moving on to Forever Green, this is a kind of a mixed bag for me personally because I love the animation style and everything, but this film is like very Pixar-esque, but in a bad way for me because this is using a lot of cliche. Like when I watched Forever Green, the only thing I could think about is this is like trying to be Pixar. Like the story, the animation style, everything about it is just trying to
Yeah,
be
it's
Pixar.
like a film Debargo
But
himself made called Birds of a Feather. You can check
uh,
out on YouTube.
that's
You can check it.
right.
Yeah, Devargo here is a
Okay,
filmmaker.
okay.
If you guys didn't know,
Yeah,
uh,
no,
he,
we
he
both are
he
filmmakers.
made
Yeah.
a AI film called Birds of a
Arre,
Feather.
arre.
It's available on
Arre.
YouTube. You can just search Birds of a Feather,
Yeah,
and you will find
yeah.
it's just
The
like Forever Green.
Forever Green is a much better film than I meant, but yeah, but now the thing is the Forever Greens it uses hundreds of cliches, but of course the cliches they are borrowing from which is Pixar's filmography, which is of one of the strongest filmographies out there. So of course this is a very crowd pleasing but a good film. But in terms of creative merit, I think that brought this film down
The
for me compared
animation
to
is
the rest.
pretty good. The animation, the stop motion and
Yeah, of course.
animation is
Of
really,
course.
really good. Butterfly also, the
Yeah.
hand drawn animation is amazing. All
Right,
of these
right,
are
right.
mostly hand drawn or stop motion. Most of them.
Yeah, The
I
Girl
don't
Who
think.
Cried Pearls is a stop motion animation. Totally
Yeah,
stop motion.
Forever Green is also stop
Yeah.
motion. It's just miniature figurine. Miniature stop
Miniature,
motion.
right.
Yeah, so I don't think there is
Right.
one 3D animation or computer 3D animation this year.
No, I don't think so. I
Yeah,
don't think because retirement plan is hand drawn.
that's pretty
I
new.
don't know about Little
Retirement
Sisters.
Plan and Butterfly both are hand drawn. Forever Green and Girl Who Cried
Yeah.
Pearls are stop motion. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know about Three Sisters, but yeah. The Girl Who Cried Pearls is a very good film. It's a very deep film. It gives you a lot to think about. But what I want to talk about mostly is retirement plan, which is my prediction
yeah,
and
it's
my
hand drawn.
want
Three
to win.
Sisters is hand drawn.
The Three Sisters is hand drawn, na?
Yeah,
Right,
so
right, right.
no 3D animation.
Okay, so
Sad
3D
for
animation
Devargo.
is getting fucked. 3D animation is getting fucked for some reason, but right. Uh, but yeah, the retirement plan is my choice and sorry, my prediction and also my choice to win the Oscar this year. That this is a film I recommend everyone to go watch this film. It is on a website called Daily Emotion. You just need to sign up for our account and it is completely free to watch. This is a film that connected on a very, very deep level for me. Like it's a very short film, like I think 6 minutes or 7 minutes, but it connected very it raises a lot of question about life and what we do with life, what are the like the effects of our choices and everything. And I loved. I think I gave yeah I gave this film 5 stars on Letterboxd. This is pretty much a perfect short film for me. Like one of the best short films I've watched ever. So this is my choice and prediction. Now over to you, Honorable.
Yeah, for me, out of Butterfly and Retirement Plan, because I
Right.
Retirement Plan is of course very, very good. Yeah, I also gave it a
Yeah.
4.5 in Letterbox, and I gave Butterfly to 4.5 in Letterbox. So I don't know what to choose between these two, but yeah. So Retirement Plan deeply connected with me. Butterfly I saw as the more cinematically a milestone, while Retirement
Right,
Plan is
right,
a more connecting story personally.
right.
Butterfly is more like in cinematic history. This is a new thing to do, and this is a much more
Mhm.
nuanced way of animation and storytelling in itself. So so I don't know what to choose between these two, but yeah, it will go definitely to one of these two. But yeah,
Right, right.
I think it will go to Retirement
Okay.
Plan because it's an American film after all. But yeah, Butterfly is a French,
True.
uh, not French, I think German film. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, Jewish film. Sorry, it's a Jewish film. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So yeah,
Yeah. So that's it for this. And now we
casting,
move on to the
new
new
category.
category for the first time. So this, the one that wins this category kind of makes history because it's the first time someone is
Yeah,
winning this category. So this is a big thing.
one
So
battle
the
after
nominees are, of course,
let's go.
the nominees are Hamnet,
The Hamlet, Marty
Red Marty
Supreme,
Supreme,
then
One
the
Battle
winner,
After Another.
then the Secret Agent, then Cheetah.
Wait, no, no, wait. But there is Sinners.
There is
Hmm,
Sinners, but
there
in
is
Sinners,
Sinners.
two roles are being
Hmm.
played by one person. So is it really
Oh,
casting or is it really cost cutting? So
oh.
so is it
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
casting or cost cutting?
yeah.
So if it
Yeah,
so
yeah, that is true.
that's why I gave it to one battle because one battle after another is more of an ensemble film. Like
It's an
every cast
ensemble,
member is
yes.
working equally to make the film great. Marty Supreme is
Yeah,
Timothy Chalamet's film. Secret Agent is Wagner
yeah.
Moura's film. Hamnet is Jesse Buckley's film. But of course, Sinners is a ensemble film, but it is still
Hmm,
Michael B. Jordan's film. I would not call
hmm.
Sinners. Mane, if I have to think over the top in my mind, it's always Michael B. Jordan's film. So,
Yeah,
but in
correct,
one
correct.
battle after another, I cannot say it's Leonardo DiCaprio's film. It is not.
No, no, no.
It absolutely is not. Leonardo DiCaprio is not in 1 hour of the movie, so I cannot call it at all Leonardo DiCaprio's
Yeah,
film. So I think for this category,
okay,
I will go for one battle after another. Yeah, but I don't know what
okay,
will
okay.
Oscars give it or not. But for me, it's
Yeah, I think my choice is Sinners, but my
okay.
prediction is One Battle After Another.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, right.
yeah.
So cinematography.
Cinematography.
Okay,
Okay.
all great cinematographers. Darius Khonji, Dan
Of
Lotson,
course.
One Battle, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Train Dreams has a
Train
great natural
Dreams.
light cinematography, and
Yeah,
honestly, it is the
Train Dreams.
competition is between Frankenstein and Train Dreams. So
Correct, correct.
yeah, so now Train Dreams has what Train Dreams does unique. It's entirely shot in natural light. It doesn't use any
Mhm.
artificial light, which I didn't know, which I knew after the film. After I researched about the film. So
Mm.
that's a crazy experiment. Frankenstein is made in high budget with inside sets and everything, but Train Dreams in this
Mhm.
case does a more challenging task. Though
Mm.
Frankenstein is of course very pretty, still.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, all of these films are pretty, but
I
I
mean,
feel
of course, all of these are done really
Frankenstein,
well.
yeah, I am judging this category in
And it's
this way
it's
that
not just about
when
being
I,
pretty, by the way. Cinematography, it's not to
no, no,
undermine anyone.
of
It's not
course,
just about being pretty. Like
yeah,
Mighty Supreme is not
of
pretty. It's
course.
just looks very hesitative and very like rushed, and
Yeah,
that is of course
yeah.
intentionally done by Darius
But that's
Conji's
the
lensing.
beauty
Yeah,
of Marty
Marty
Supreme.
Supreme
Yeah,
has some
yeah,
really crazy shots, which are like the opening credits itself. So yeah, let's not deviate that. But yeah,
yeah. The way I'm judging this category is when I watched Frankenstein, which is of course on Netflix, I watched it on my TV. I watched it and it made me watch it on a big screen. I was like, why am I not watching this on
mm,
the big screen? Because the
right.
cinematography and the lighting and everything is
Both
so
of
good.
them are
Like,
Netflix
I
films,
should do it.
Train Dreams and Frankenstein.
Exactly, Train Drips.
Why are
Yeah,
these visually
I
great
also,
looking
of
films not
course,
in theaters?
yeah, like, imagine watching Train Drips in a theater. Like,
Yeah,
it would be such a
of course,
blast.
both of them.
But yeah, yeah. So I think I want Frankenstein to win because I really
Oh, I
love
forgot
that
to
film and
mention,
how it
Sinners
goes.
also has that amazing Warner. So let's
Of
also
course,
talk
right,
about
right,
that. So
right.
like
Of
of
course.
all of them, and Autumn Durald Arpo is not just a new cinematographer. She is getting big nominations and wins everywhere, and she is the only woman I think here. So that's great. That's like
Yeah.
she's a woman cinematographer and She has done Black Panther and other Ryan Coogler
Mm,
films too. So that is great.
mm.
So yeah.
So yeah, I think I will go with my want and prediction to be Frankenstein for this.
Okay.
So
In this case, my want is
what about you?
Strange Dreams, but prediction is Frankenstein.
Right.
Want
Okay, okay,
just
okay.
because it had a more challenging aspect to it.
Yeah,
Frankenstein
yeah,
had a
yeah, right,
higher
right.
budget in a studio set, while Twin
Of
Dreams was shot
course.
in natural light, and that was a
Of
little
course.
additional layer of challenge to it. So yeah,
Of course. All right. Next,
costume
we move on to
design.
costume design. The
Okay,
category we both have no
Avatar
idea.
Fire and Ash. Oh my god. Oh my
Okay,
god.
okay, okay. I have something to say. I have something to say. I myself am a 3D artist, right?
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not on level to work on Avatar Fire and Ash, not even 1%. But the thing with Avatar Fire and Ash is the film is made inside a computer, right?
I
So the
mean,
costumes are also made inside a computer.
I mean,
So I mean, it is costume design, but
yeah.
is it real? I mean, compared to other films like The Nominees, Frankenstein, Hamlet, Marty Supreme, Sinners, we are talking about fabric that,
I was seeing
yeah,
a BTS of Hamlet. That's deviate a little bit. I was
right,
seeing a
right,
BTS of Hamlet where the costume designer explained Jesse Buckley's red color costume, which is in every poster, every shot, every trailer. So you know
right,
what am I
right.
talking about. So Jesse Buckley wears different shades of red throughout the film, and it's always red. Jesse
Hmm,
Buckley's character is always wearing red. Agnes, she is always wearing red
hmm,
in all of the scenes, but the shade of red
hmm,
changes when in the start of the film it's a very bright red when she is finding love, when she
yeah,
is finding Shakespeare, and slowly when grief occurs the shade of the red becomes darker like the color of blood, and at one point it becomes
hmm.
very very black. It's like the extreme color of
Okay,
blood, and after that at the near the ending it again turns back to slightly lighter, and it's just like her mood, the color of the red in her dress is changing. So that was a very, well, a great detail
hmm,
that was said by the costume designer. And not just that, they were experimenting with the clothes the kids were wearing, and of course the period accurate costume. And it's not like the other period films, it's a very soft core period film. It's like Chloe Zhao's film, of course. It's not grand
hmm,
in that way, it's a very personal story, and that's why it doesn't have like very big sets except the last sequence. It is mostly set in a countryside and in a village, and it doesn't have Game of Thrones like costume. It doesn't have very flashy, showy costumes, but it has the subtle details like the color of red changing and the color of
right,
Paul Mescal's character, which is fading with the grief, and
right,
sometimes it's getting brighter and darker and everything. So those details were really good
right,
in Hamlet, which I came to know afterwards. And
right.
rest of them, Frankenstein is of course great.
Yeah,
Period accurate
yeah.
costumes, and Guillermo del Toro
I think
is always doing great costumes.
Sinners did a very good job with the costume because not have not only had to make a period like accurate
Yeah,
costumes
definitely,
for everyone,
definitely,
but in that one Warner
yeah,
scene that Honor was talking about
right.
previously, the there are like
Yeah, Sinners
five
is also
different eras
example of
and
this subtle costuming thing.
right,
Yeah,
yeah. So in that Warner scene, there are like this different eras of costumes coming
right, right,
together in
right,
that dance
right, right.
sequence. So that is a huge
Even
accomplishment too,
direction
right?
wise, like how that scene was choreographed, in how does this
Of
even
course.
blend? Like in an amateur film,
Yeah,
this idea will sound so foolish. Like how can you bring a
I
modern
say,
drummer
uh,
inside this period setting in a if an amateur
uh,
does it? So that
uh,
like if I was the producer, I would have completely rejected it. So that
yeah,
is
it's
the
like,
thing.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, so,
But thankfully, Ryan Coogler directed it, so
right,
we are
of
in
course.
good hands. But yeah, so for this, I want Sinners to win, but I think Hamnet will take it because, like,
Yeah.
hearing what Onargo just said,
Yeah,
that
so
is a
yeah, let him watch
very
Hamlet
high
first. Yeah,
attention
but
to detail. So,
for
yeah.
me, I think even though Hamlet, it's very subtle though. I will agree because Hamlet doesn't have very many
Mhm.
characters. It is focused on just these two characters mainly, But yeah, Sinners of course has more characters. It's a more grander story than Hamlet.
Mhm.
Hamlet is a more personal story,
Mhm.
though grand in scale
Right.
but not grand in story, of course. But yeah,
Mhm.
and in the ending also, I have seen the BTS pics where the cast and crew is dancing after they have shot a very difficult sequence. But there we can see Chloe Zhao
In
also
Hamlet.
in a, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
okay,
I can see
okay.
Chloe Zhao also in a period accurate costume to blend in the crowd of the audience. So in case she
Uh,
comes in a camera on the camera, she is still wearing that period accurate costume. So that's a very good attention to
yeah.
detail. The entire crew was also wearing the period accurate costume. So I think that for me, costume design will go to Hamlet. Thank God Wicked is not here, but yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go that weekend is not here.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we move
Okay,
on to
big
directing.
category directing.
But I don't think we have much to
I'm in
discuss here. I'm
Apple.
pretty sure.
Let's go PTA. Let's go.
Yeah,
Winner.
PTA, PTA. Yeah,
Let's go.
I think there's not much to talk about there,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
PTA
I
is getting
talked
it.
about all these directions before only. Like, I talked about Hamlet right now. I talked about Sinners also.
Right, right,
I
right.
spoke about Sentimental Value. Of course, there is an entire review there to check out.
Yep,
And Marty Supreme too. So, there's nothing more to talk about these. We have already reviewed all of these. So, just watch the.
yep.
So, yeah, documentary feature film.
Okay, documentary feature film. Okay. I have watched The Perfect Neighbor. I have watched the Alabama Solution,
Oh, I think I have watched
and
only
I
two.
have
Yeah.
right. I have also watched two because I have Mr. Nobody Against Putin like downloaded, but I haven't got around to watching it. But yeah,
I have watched Mr. Nobody Against
so
Putin and Alabama Solution.
right, right, right. So, I mean, there's not really much to talk about because we have watched like two films here,
Yeah, no,
each.
but I would
Uh,
say Mr. Nobody Against Putin
hmm,
is a really loud. I mean,
right, right,
it has a very big voice, and it has a very
right.
subtle voice. Like, it is not very showy, even though the concept of it may
Hmm,
sound like, but it's not very
hmm,
showy.
hmm,
It's
hmm,
very subtle, and it's about a common man story, and of course shown in a second person like lens, but it's very unique. Just watch
hmm,
it. I would
hmm.
recommend to watch
Yeah,
Mr. Nobody Against Putin. And
yeah,
Alabama Solution is a it's a good documentary, but it is a generic
yeah.
documentary for me. So
I,
it's like,
I agree
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah, I was going to say this that I am not too big on I mean Alabama Solution is a important film. I'm glad it got made, but I'm not too big on it.
yeah, yeah.
Because yeah, as Anand
It's
was saying,
very generic.
it's
It doesn't
pretty
have
generic. Yeah, yeah,
any nuance in its treatment, which I will come
right.
in
I
one of the
agree. I
documentary
completely.
short films too. So if I can move on to that.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I think the Perfect Neighbor. I watched the Perfect
Okay,
Neighbor. I liked the Perfect Neighbor.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think it is the most famous one out of this five, and it is the like
Okay.
the Oscar darling to win this
What's it about?
category in
What's
that
it about?
sense. Perfect Neighbor, it's about a neighborhood. The film is
Something about
entirely through,
pregnancy
or
or
not really pregnancy. It's actually about racism. Like a
okay,
very
okay,
in this neighborhood, one day, a very small incident happens. Like neighborhood, everyday neighborhood quarrel, but that like tornadoes into like this crazy shit that happens throughout the neighborhood.
right,
There are
right,
people dying.
right,
There are cops coming. There is high
right,
amount of
right, right.
racism been thrown. So yeah, like a small situations evolve to
Yeah,
this
that
huge
sounds like a
situation. That's
pretty
what the film
nice
is about.
idea.
And it is shown mostly through body cam footages of the cops. So it's a
Okay,
very
oh
interesting
damn, damn,
movie in
nice.
that sense.
That's a nice
Yeah.
document.
So yeah. So I I think because I want to watch Mr. Nobody Against Putin because I really like the concept of it, like the school and the
Yeah, yeah.
propaganda, how it
Yeah,
is spreading and
I
everything.
won't predict this because before I watched the Perfect Neighbor, and yeah, so yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
I think if I have to say, I would say my wanton prediction is the perfect neighbor out of the two I have
yeah.
seen. But yeah, I think
I
we
have
can't really
watched.
judge
Yeah,
this.
no. So I like both of us has watched one of the good ones with Alabama Solution, but I won't, of course, even though
Yeah,
it is a very famous documentary, I wouldn't choose that.
yeah,
But of course,
right, right, right.
one of these two. Yeah.
Right.
So
So yeah. Okay, I think we'll
documentary
move to
short
the
film.
documentary short film.
Yeah, I want to say about one film here called Armed Only with a
Hmm.
Camera: The Life and Death of Ben Trenor. You haven't watched
Right.
this, right?
No, 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 not yet.
Yeah, so I have watched this. For me, the concept of the life and death of Brent, it's about if you don't know Devargo, I don't think you know about it. So basically, Brent
Hmm.
Renaud was a documentary filmmaker and a journalist from America who went to document the war in Ukraine and Ukraine-Russia war, and then got killed there while documenting it. So the film is about this war journalist who goes to different wars and documents those wars. And once he went to the Ukraine war from America and he got killed. I thought it's a really
Hmm.
good
Okay.
concept because the concept really intrigued me, because I love this same story tackled in a very good way in the movie Civil War by Alex Garland. But for me, the even though the war journalism story hit me a lot, this documentary didn't hit at all, because for me this was, as I saw later in the letterbox reviews too, this was very exploitative. So as the documentary is unfolds, this documentary moves like a highlight reel of Brent Renaud's life, and it doesn't try to weave in a narrative with it. Maybe that was not possible in a 23-minute short film, but then why make it? For me, it felt like
Hmm.
that it was trying to exploit it through a gaze that was very sadistic. It was not trying to show the why like what Brent Renaud tried to do. The documentary didn't try to do that. The documentary didn't want to show the artist what he wanted. The documentary showed that the documentary tried to glorify this. The documentary tried to glorify this
Okay.
war. The documentary tried to show that he is a martyr by going there to the war, and these war footages are so saddening. Look at these. This was a shot through a very exploitative lens. It shows the footage
Okay.
shown by done by him, and it moves like a highlight reel. It doesn't try to take sides. It doesn't try to show anything. It doesn't try to show even his thoughts or ideas. It has an interview of Ben Reynolds' brother, but it is very vague. So it doesn't. The documentary, I had very high expectations. That's why I gave it a 2.5 star. But the thing is, the
Right.
documentary is very exploitative in nature, and the documentary doesn't try to weave in a narrative. It's very highlight reel kind of, yes, which is not really a straight of an Oscar nominated documentary. I won't expect that.
Right. So, are you trying to say that if this was like a feature-length documentary, it would have worked
Nah,
better
no,
in that
no. I
sense?
would. I am trying to say that
Okay,
if it had
okay.
a better director, it would have been better. So
Okay, okay. I see, I see.
yeah.
Okay. So, out of these, I have watched all the empty rooms and Perfectly a Strangeless, only these two.
Okay.
So, I sat with The Devil is the Busy, but I couldn't complete it. I watched a little bit of it, so I
Okay.
cannot really comment on that. All the empty rooms. Have you seen all the empty
Okay.
rooms?
Devil is Busy and Perfect Neighbor both are made by Geeta Gandhi. Okay. That's nice to see.
Oh, actually, what? That's crazy.
I
She got
realized
two
too. I forgot to
nominations.
one thing. I forgot to say
Yes.
one thing. Armed Only with a Camera
Uh,
would have been best if it was directed by Alex Garland. So yeah. So I would wanting to say
okay,
that only
okay.
through Civil War
Yeah,
reference.
yeah. Okay.
So
Right, right, right. Yes. So, yeah, have you watched
no,
any
no,
of the
no.
other?
I didn't.
Okay, I watched all the empty rooms and Perfectly a Strangeless. Let me talk about Perfectly a Strangeless first because it's a very unique documentary. So
Okay.
the documentary is about a group of donkeys which accidentally stumble upon a space laboratory, an abandoned space laboratory.
Okay.
So the thing is, these donkeys walk around this space laboratory and they watch the stars and everything. So the documentary is basically trying to make us think that the donkeys are thinking about something greater than themselves when they're
Oh, I heard of this.
watching
I
this.
heard of this one. Yeah, yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, this is one of the most beautiful films I've seen from last year, like visual. I'm just talking
Okay.
about the visuals. The visuals are crazy, absolutely
Okay.
crazy.
Okay.
Like, I had no idea donkeys can be filmed in such a visually stunning way.
Eh,
But
it's like
the
yo.
thing is, I This is even 10 times visually greater than EO
Okay,
somehow.
right. Okay.
But yeah, yeah. Like it absolutely like
That's a
started
very
how good this
great
looks.
thing to say, but yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I think you should watch this just for the visuals because from the story perspective, I found this pretty pointless because I don't think the donkeys were watching the laboratory and thinking, "Jay, there is something greater than us, there is a greater power." They were just walking around. But yeah, the
How
visual,
do
there
you
is
know?
a
Are you a
visual
donkey?
test.
So it's not.
अरे भाई I mean, okay, but I found this film pretty pointless, but I cannot say the same about All the Empty Rooms, which I absolutely loved. I loved the film. All the Empty Rooms is about um, children who lost their lives in American school shootings. So there is this guy who is the
Oh,
protagonist of the
Donald Trump would
documentary.
hate this man.
So he would delete this. He would ban this film. But yeah,
Oh my god.
so anyway, the protagonist of this film basically goes to the bedrooms of these diseased kids, and he documents that bedroom,
Oh,
like
okay. That's why all the
how
empty
the bed
rooms. Yeah,
look. Yeah, like for one kid, for example, the pillows and everything was SpongeBob
yeah.
theme. His
Oh,
entire room is
okay,
SpongeBob
okay.
theme. He
Got it,
loved
got it.
SpongeBob.
Right, right, right.
So he documents all these
Damn,
empty
man.
rooms, which is
That's a
a
great
very
idea.
hard-hitting. That's a very hard-hitting documentary. I absolutely love that documentary, and that is why. I mean, I haven't seen three of these, but from what I watched, I this is my choice and prediction.
From
All
what
the
I
empty rooms.
heard, this is also my choice.
Yeah, yeah. This is a very
Yeah,
good
so
documentary.
yeah, yeah,
Very
yeah.
hard. It very hard to watch also because yeah.
Unlike this exploitative
Okay.
one, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's go to the film editing.
yeah. I think Onargo here is a professional film editor, so
No, no,
I
no.
will leave it to him.
So yeah, so let me see what are the F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Sinners. So
Hmm.
good question. Okay, so I mean
Good question.
F1 got only two nominations. One is editing and one is okay, the sound also. So three nominations. One
Sound
editing,
and best
sound, and
picture.
best picture. What is this? I mean, I still remember that last scene of F1 in watching it in the hall in
Ah,
ScreenX.
he is
Yeah,
flying.
he's
He's
flying. Yeah,
flying.
he's flying. So that
Yeah,
is a great scene. But yeah,
yeah.
let's see editing. Okay, Marty Sopre. For for me, it's Sinners though it's unedited. It's one. So it's Sinners is Tarkovsky will love Sinners. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah, he
Uh,
will.
for me, it will be Marty Supreme. I think for editing, for editing,
Me
I think
too.
it's been
Me
Marty
too.
Supreme choice and prediction.
Because Marty Supreme, the
Okay,
thing
Josh
is, the
Sarti
film is
edited
about,
it, of course. Then it's going to Marty
of
Supreme, I
course, Marty Supreme, it is like 2 hours, 40 minutes long, but when the film finished, I was like, where
oh
did
my
one
god,
hour
of
go?
course,
Like, I thought,
of course.
yeah, it was so fast paced, and the editing is so
Our
seamless.
eyes were
I mean,
locked
I
on the
know the,
screen through Marty, through
yeah,
entire
I
Marty
know, I
Supreme.
mean, I know the point of editing is not to be seamless. Like, there
Of
is
course, of
Jadi
course,
editing.
of
That is
course.
also a type of editing. But Marty Supreme is the winner for me here. So my choice and prediction for
Marty
both of us, I
Supreme
think, is
balances
Marty
mood
Supreme.
from scene to scene in a very great way. Like when it wants
Absolutely.
to relax, it relaxes. When it wants to suddenly smash into a shootout, it does so.
Absolutely.
And it's of course not a table tennis film. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. So you will
Yes.
understand what shootouts I'm talking about in a table
Okay.
tennis film. So yeah, let's go to
Okay.
international
So
feature.
Anarga, are we going slow? What's the time in the
No,
podcast?
no, you have 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, so both.
Okay, okay, okay. Then it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, international feature film. I mean, there is no other choice but to look at the nominees here. These are the secret agent. The nominees are secret agent. It was just an accident.
Very yeah, it was just an
Sentimental
accident.
value.
I really wanted to to go to the best picture too. I don't know why
Yeah, me
it is
too, me
not
too.
here.
I mean,
Why
we
is
both
Sirat
predicted
here?
it
Why
was,
is Sirat here? Oh my goodness.
yeah. I mean, we both predicted it was just an accident to go to Best Pictures in place of F1, but
Yeah,
F1 made
yeah.
it.
I
But
mean, they
it's
will
fine.
have a blockbuster always in the Oscars Best Picture, so they
Of
had to have
course.
F1. But the issue is that Jafar Panay will, of course, return home in a war-torn Iran, of course, getting bombed by America right now, and again go to jail.
Right now, as
So,
we speak,
so yeah,
actually.
so again go to jail. So I think the man has
Yeah.
gone through enough torment to get one Oscar nomination. So, and the entire film is made because of his experience in jail. So, it is
Exactly.
about that revenge only. So the film is about those people who went to jail like him are talking to the regime of this Khamenei's regime, which of course got assassinated few days back. But yeah, that is both a
Yeah.
good and bad news for some and good news for some. And let's not talk about geopolitics anymore. Let's just move on
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to
Let's talk about films.
yeah.
Let's talk about escapism, not about the real
Nah,
world.
let's not
But
quote Wim Wenders also. So yeah,
yeah,
let's not go into
of
controversy right
course.
now. Yeah, so okay,
But
now sentimental value, and it's nominated in Best Picture.
yeah,
Secret Agent and Sentimental Value is nominated in Best Picture out of these.
best picture. Yeah, yeah.
This year was
So
so filled with good international films that I
yeah, of
like.
course.
There are so many so many more deserving films. But of course, these are also great films. You cannot nominate one
Mhm.
out of another because in the short list we had
Of
other
course.
films like The President's Cake, which Devarwa hasn't watched. It's a great film. Yeah, I watched it
Mhm.
in Left-Handed Girl. You had Kokuho from Japan. You didn't have a big snub called Resurrection by Begun, just like No Other Choice. Resurrection is another big snub because it was not submitted by the country. I don't know why. What they did. Why? And Resurrection was not
Mhm.
submitted by China. And No Other Choice, of course. We also had some other great films from like different parts of the world this year, and My Father's Shadow, and many
Mhm.
more. So there's like uncountable amount of great Homebound from India. So yeah, definitely we had great films. It was a great year for international films. But yeah, I don't know why Sirat was nominated. There were five
Yeah,
other better films there in the international
yeah.
category which could have been nominated. People
And
might
it's
disagree.
Sirat.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, Sirat thing is it's not our type of film for both
yeah,
me
yeah,
and
yeah,
Onarko,
yeah.
but
Yeah, a
Sirat
lot
is
of people
has a
loved
huge
it,
fan
of
base.
course.
I respect the experiment, but it is not our type of film.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah. Cannes,
but we respect it. We
it won
respect
at
it.
Cannes jury prize, but yeah, of course it's not.
Yeah.
At two festivals. One is IFFI and at Kerala. There was fight to get in the screening of Sirat. That was the hype for Sirat. The like news came out that people were stuck outside the halls while going to watch Sirat,
Damn.
and that
Damn.
was the man so that was
Okay.
so hyped. And I was hearing,
Yeah.
I didn't watch it of course in iffy, but I heard the next day from people who watched it before that they were only talking about Sirat, because of course in the theater it's a great
Hmm.
experience because of the music. But yeah, Debargo loves EDM, but still he couldn't give the film
I love the EDM
better.
parts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, right.
I hated when the music stopped in the film,
Okay,
but yeah.
so
Uh, but I think talking about we cannot really talk about Voice of Indraja more. We talked it about in a previous
exactly.
podcast, and
Yeah.
also we have a dedicated video. It's
Yeah.
both of
We have
our
another
favorite films
screening
of
coming
last
of
year.
that film, so let's.
Yeah, so I think both our want is Voice of
I
Indraja. I'm
agree.
pretty sure.
I agree.
Yeah, but I do not see there is no way Oscar gives a film like
No,
Voice
no,
of
it's
Indraja
not.
the
The
Oscar.
Voice of India
It's not
managed to get a
possible.
nomination just because it has six Academy Award winning producers,
Right,
executive
producers,
producers.
exactly,
So
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. But yeah, there is no way this film.
yeah,
I
if
would
it
go as far as
wins,
to say this
if it
film
wins,
deserves.
no, if it wins,
If it wins,
we
okay,
would love that to happen.
no,
If
I
it
will
somehow
place a
wins.
bit. I will do something. If this wins, we will do a face reveal.
Okay, let's go. Then
Yeah,
this has to
if
win.
this wins,
Voice of India has to
we
win.
will do a face reveal.
Has to win.
Yeah, this deserves to win, but I think who they're gonna give it to? Sentimental?
I think
Sentimental
prediction.
value. They're
Yeah, so
definitely
they will
giving it
give
to
it to
sentimental.
sentimental value. For me,
100%.
I want to predict it was just an accident because again I want Jafar Paneer to get one Oscar
Yeah, Yeah,
Please.
it's not happening.
But yeah, the one is voice of Indraja. Second one is it was just an accident. What prediction is sentimental value?
Same.
But yeah.
I mean, we are not putting down
No, no,
sentimental value.
sentimental
It's an
value. I love
amazing film.
sentimental value. I love
Of
sentimental value
course.
more than Devargood did. And
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
no way it's not bad film at all. I
Of
gave
course.
both it. I gave three of these films here 5 stars. Sentimental value. It was just an
Right,
accident,
right,
and Voice
right.
of Indrajit. So I loved all three of them.
Right.
So it's not yeah I can choose between any. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go.
All right. So that's it. Then we move on to live action short film.
Okay, these
Okay,
are very
let's
good
see. Oh,
ones. Very good ones. I have watched
I have seen
four of five.
I have seen four of them. Butcher's Stain is not
Yeah,
available
same,
anywhere, so
same,
I
same.
couldn't watch it,
I watched
unfortunately.
all other ones.
Yeah, A Friend of Dorothy. I absolutely adore that film. It's such a wholesome film. It made me smile.
All four are great films.
Uh,
Every I love Friend of Dorothy is great.
Jane Austen's period
Amazing.
drama is
Very funny. Very funny.
it's an amazing film, very funny film. But I couldn't imagine in my wildest dream that
No, no,
this could be an
it
Oscar.
won't get the Oscar,
No,
but
no, no. I couldn't even imagine this could get the
I
nomination.
agree. I when I clicked on the film,
This,
I thought it would be an
uh,
actual period drama. No, not a period
exactly.
drama.
This is brain rot.
I thought
This is brain rot.
it's like Radu Judas or Dracula getting nominated for an Oscar, which it will never. So,
Exactly. This is amazing.
so
But yeah, this is a very good experience. Such a funny experience.
yeah,
The Singers, it's on Netflix. I
yeah.
think this is the
It's
most
about the
well
bar
shot
singers.
out of. Yeah, the cinematography here is amazing, and
It's
it's a very
Sinners, but
heart-touching story.
one G without an N.
Exactly. Yeah, there's nothing more to say about
Yeah,
it after that. And two people exchanging saliva.
it's a great film
This is
for
like
me.
a This is like a Louis Buñuel film, a
Yeah, yeah. I
surrealist
thought
film.
it's like a Black Mirror episode, and
Yeah,
it was. I mean, for me,
and this
I
is a
love Black
long.
Mirror, and
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, this is the longest short film out
yeah,
of not
40
only the live
minutes.
action category but also the animated. It's almost 40 minutes long, which is
Yeah.
like almost touching a feature film length. But yeah,
Yep, it deserves
two
so
people
because
exchanging so
it is a sci-fi and it requires that world building.
yeah, it's
It
building up a world.
sets
Yeah,
all these new rules, this
right, right,
slapping
right,
rule and kissing rule and everything. So it's
right,
great film.
right.
This is the first one I
So,
watched.
yeah, me too, me too. Yes. So I want A Friend of Dorothy to win because
Right.
it's such a heartwarming experience for me.
Yeah, period drama will
But
never win.
I
No worries.
no, it will not win, unfortunately. But I'm a bit torn because I want to predict it will go to two people exchanging saliva, but I can see they give it to the singers because it is on Netflix and everything. It
Yeah,
is,
Netflix has a better lobby,
yeah,
but
better
I
love. Yeah.
think for me, my choice and prediction both will be two people exchanging saliva. Though I loved
Okay,
Friend
okay.
of Dorothy. Yeah, yeah, I did. I loved all
Ah,
four. I in my order of
yeah,
loving, I would see two people, then Friend of Dorothy, then period drama, and then singers. But
right.
for me, I think it will choice and prediction will be slightly above in two people exchanging saliva
Okay, okay.
because of that like I see Devargo is generally giving the films which he connected with more and I am generally giving the films
Uh-huh.
which did more cinematic achievement and cinematic new things
Right,
so
right, right.
so yeah
True,
as you
true,
saw in both the documentary and the
true, true,
animated
true,
short and the live action short
true.
so yeah
Yeah.
I don't have emotions
These are,
guys I am
uh,
just
Are,
non-emotion I am a robot so
yeah, he's a
I
robot. He's
yeah
a
so
robot. He's AI. He's
yeah I
AI.
am a yeah.
AI generated. Yeah. But yeah, I guess a great selection of short films. Like, I'm so glad I discovered that Oscar death racing thing, or I would have never got to watch this film. So yeah.
Great.
Anyways, makeup and hairstyle
Yeah,
from
let's go fast
people
now,
who,
please. Yeah, so
yeah.
makeup and
Mm,
hairstyling. Frankenstein is great, of course. Coco, I haven't watched it, but whatever I watched it, it's great. And
yeah.
it's a 3 hour film, so give us some time, please, to watch it. Sinners,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sinners is of course great. Smashing Machine has the only nomination here, and it deserves so. and The Ugly
Mhm.
Stepsister. This is a film I really wanna talk about, but I will go through it in short
I haven't
because
watched it, but
yeah,
yeah.
he hasn't watched it. I have watched it. It's a great film. It's a crazy film, but it's a horror film. That's why it didn't get any more nominations than Makeup and Hairstyling. But it's a body
Uh,
horror film. It's a body horror version of Cinderella. It's Cinderella as said by Anurag Kashyap in his letterbox review. It's Cinderella directed by Julia Ducournau. So it's amazing. I won't spoil much rather because it's a very surprising film. So The Ugly Stepsister, uh, but I won't say it will win makeup and hairstyling though because
No,
that is not its most strongest point or something. Mane, it has a great makeup and hairstyling. It's a Norwegian film, but randomly
right.
out of nowhere, that is not what I remember of the film. Yeah, so
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I think
So
Frankenstein.
my choice and prediction is also
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
yeah, same,
He's pretty deserving. Yeah.
same.
Okay.
Music.
Music, original score.
Bugonia, great
Okay.
score.
What
Frankenstein, great score. Hamnet,
style?
great score. One Metal, great score.
I
Sinners.
haven't heard it.
You haven't what?
Original
That's a Hamnet.
score.
Okay, okay. Hamnet is great
Hamlet.
score. Hamnet is crazy score.
Hmm.
You have heard the Hamnet score in the Chayanot reel, so it's
Oh, right,
like
right, right.
so
Yes.
it has a really I mean, saddening and everything. The score is holding the emotion in Hamlet in the
Um,
sense and
no, the interesting thing is now that you told all the nominations right now, the only score I remember vividly is Begonias for some reason.
I know. I was
The
going to say that
the score,
because the
yeah,
it's
the
so
ending
unique.
score.
It's very unique.
So unique. Yes, exactly.
Generally,
And
all
yeah,
of
but
his
I don't
movies
think
have this.
Begonia will.
Yeah, all of
Yeah.
his movies have this
Mhm.
score.
Yeah.
Even Poor Things had, but Poor Things won, but this won't
Yeah.
win. Alexander
Right.
Desplat is one of
One
my
better.
favorite
Yeah.
composers who did Frankenstein. He
Right.
does
Right.
Wes Anderson films, if you have don't know.
Mhm.
So Alexander Desplat done the French Dispatch and the Grand Budapest Hotel score. That famous score is
Mhm.
done by Alexander
Mhm.
Desplat. So, but I won't say Frankenstein is a standout for that though. But
No. No. No.
but he is a great musician. And Ludwig Göransson
Yeah.
too, of course, for Sinners.
Of course.
I think it will go to
Yeah.
Sinners, but my choice is
Right.
Bugonia.
Okay. My
Ludwig won
choice
once
is
though.
Begonia because right
Ludwig
now.
won
Yeah.
once for Oppenheimer.
Right. Yeah. 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 My choice is Begonia because that is what I'm remembering the most vividly right now.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think it will go to Sinners. Yeah,
yeah.
because music is a big
Though
part of that
Ludwig
film.
won once last year only, and he will be winning twice, right? One after
Yeah.
another. Hans Zimmer didn't get nominated in
Yeah.
this. I don't know why F1 got nominated in the Best
Uh,
Picture, but is not nominated here.
uh,
But yeah, so I
Acha, Ludwig is doing Odyssey too, na?
yeah, Ludwig is doing everything.
Oh,
Ludwig
he
is
will win again. He will go on a hat trick.
Ludwig is the new Hans Zimmer.
New Hans Zimmer, yeah.
He's
He will
Hans
go on
Zimmer
a hat
student
trick. Yeah,
for whoever doesn't know. He started out with Hans Zimmer
yeah,
only in Pirates of the Caribbean. Then he moved on to the Black Panther, and then you saw in Mandalorian the great scores. All are great
yeah.
scores, and then Boba Fett. And even though the series is not great, the score is great. Then of course you found in the same thing in the Ryan Coogler movies, The Sinners. Then now in of course Christopher Nolan's films. So he is a great
Right,
musician. Music original
right.
song.
So,
Dear Me, haven't heard. Golden, of course.
oh,
I
Sinners,
lied to you.
Sinners.
Sweet
Oh,
dreams
there
of
is
joy from
Golden. I
Vivavati
forgot
train
about
dreams from
Golden.
dream. Where is Sinners? Oh, acha, I lied to you. Okay.
Arey, I lied to you. I lied to you.
No, no, golden, golden.
Yeah, I lied to you should win.
Me,
I lied. No, no, no. I lied to
I
you
lied
should
to
win.
is good, but the thing is that golden is more trending. So Oscars is a
Golden is, of course, the
popularity award. So I don't think they will.
Golden is the most famous song of last year, not only
Of
in
course,
movies, like
of
in
course,
pop culture in
of
general.
course.
So,
Ta-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I mean,
So I don't think
okay,
it will be to anyone else. I think it will choice and prediction is to Golden only.
okay. My choice is
Yeah, I
I
lied to
lied
you.
to
I
you from
know.
Sinners, and my prediction is Golden, of
In
course.
order
Yeah.
to finish the Oscars, I have to watch this Dan Warden and Viva Verdi just to listen to the songs.
Ah, right. I saw this on Letterboxd Oscar
Yeah.
list. I was like, what is this movie? I never heard about it. Best picture, we have a right
Okay.
to. Okay, we will do best
Nah,
picture
nah. What
last
is
just
this?
to all
Production design.
what
Let's
is
go.
this? What is this ordering?
So
Production
production.
design.
This is ordering as lame as the Oscars. They are doing best actress after best picture nowadays, and I have no idea what
What?
is that. Why?
Ah.
They will give Jesse Buckley an award after one battle after another one. What is this?
Yeah. Production design, I think Marty Supreme is
Yeah, Marty Supreme. No,
like,
Frankenstein for me. It will be.
all right,
For
Frankenstein is
me, it
also
will
there.
be
Right.
Frankenstein. This is Frankenstein for
Frankenstein.
me.
Yeah, Frankenstein
This
is
is
also there.
definitely Frankenstein.
Yeah, me too. I forgot
Frankenstein
about
made a
Frankenstein. But yeah,
very detailed set. There is a video entirely dedicated to
they
the
made a
production
world.
design
Uh,
of Frankenstein. So yeah,
I mean,
and
Marty
sound.
Supreme's production design is
Ah,
amazing
of
too.
course, of
But
course, of course.
yeah,
Sound, sound, sound.
sound. Oh, I know
Sirat,
what
F1.
is winning
Which
this.
one? Sirat F1.
It's either Sirat or F1, but
Of course.
I don't think Sirat is gonna win.
I don't know if
F1.
they have to give one
Yeah.
award to Sirat. That this is the only award they can give to Sirat.
Because the movie is in its soundtrack.
Yeah.
So
For me, I think that choice is F1. Prediction is Sirat.
okay, my choice and prediction is F1 for this.
Yeah, F1 had 4DX sound and everything. So,
Yes,
visual
visual
effects.
effect.
Oh my god,
We
Avatar
don't
again.
need
Oh
to
my
talk
god,
about
Jurassic World Rebirth. Oh my goodness, Lost,
like,
Bus, Sinner. Oh, what are why
why
are these nominated?
why are this dominated by
These, but it's not even
uh,
coming close. These are
ah,
not even close.
of
These
course,
are not even a Marvel
not even
film. These are not even coming near to 1% of VFX Avatar
ah,
did.
Thunderbolt should have been
I
nominated
agree,
instead
I
of
agree.
Jurassic World Rebirth.
I
And why
don't know
is
why
Jurassic
is
World
Jurassic World
Rebirth here?
Rebirth.
It
What
is
is this?
not Jurassic World Rebirth is doing the exact same thing every other Jurassic film is doing. I mean, the visual effect is amazing, but
I mean,
all the
that
other
is
films also have
Jurassic film
amazing.
has that like Avatar film like thing that they have to get nominated for VFX every time they come
Ah,
out. So,
right.
writing.
So
Once upon a time they invented a
adapted.
dinosaur and nowadays it's still going
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Right.
Okay, this is for adapted screenplay.
Adapted.
Bugonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, Train
One
Dreams.
battle after another for me. It
One,
will be
it is the
the
strongest
writing.
script, of
Writing, I have to
course.
say one battle after another. No matter
It
how
is
good
amazing.
Hamlet is, I have to say the writing goes to one battle after
Right,
another
right,
because of
right.
the dialogues itself are crazy. So let's just not. It's adapted. Okay, it's adapted from what?
Actually, I did not know this was adopted too.
But
So,
the rest of them I know. Bugonia is from the movie remake.
huh,
It's from the South Korean
huh,
movie. Frankenstein is of course Frankenstein. Hamlet
of
is from
course.
the book Hamlet. Train Dreams also. One Battle After Another is from, but yeah, it's from something.
Yeah,
Writing original
okay.
screenplay.
Writing
Blue
original
Moon, damn,
screenplay.
Blue Moon is nominated. Wow. It
Yeah.
was just an accident. It was just an
Blue Moon is
accident. Oh my
nominated.
goodness. It was just an
Yeah,
accident
yeah,
this year.
yeah,
Marty Supreme. Sentimental value. Sinners. Okay, so for
yeah.
me, in this one, for me, the choice is it was just an accident because
Okay.
this is one category it can win because international it won't.
Maybe.
It was just an
Hmm.
accident, and also it by far, if I am thinking out of the mind for writing, even though Marty Supreme is great writing, for me,
Hmm.
more in depth writing in each part of the screenplay was for it was just an accident because when I rewatched it, I
Hmm.
realized the subtext for each of the line and how each of the line paid
Exactly.
off in the last sequence of the film, and how the entire last 30 minutes of the film is going to pay off every single thing that has been set up from the first. So that's a great
Exactly.
screenplay point I had to
Yeah.
notice, and it was just an
Yeah.
accident. So I think for this one,
Yeah.
it was just an accident for me, choice
Hmm.
and
Okay, okay.
prediction also. I think so.
Okay. My choice is Marty Supreme because I really
Of course, I
love
know.
that script. Huh. Uh, but I will actually go with my prediction with sentimental
Sentimental
value.
value. Yeah, I know, I know.
I see Oscar
I
giving
know, I
this
know,
to
I know.
sentimental.
I just think
Yeah,
I
it
just
has a
want
very strong feeling.
Oscar to give one Oscar to Jafar Panay, and
I know,
that is
I know.
only that this
Of course.
category. That is only that can happen only in this category because best international is going
Yeah.
to sentimental value, 100%,
No, yeah.
or Secret Agent
100%.
maximum. So it has to go to one of
Uh,
the films that is in best picture. So it won't go
mm.
to any other film. So it was just an accident, probably.
It was just an accent has the strongest possibility to win here only. So,
Okay, okay, right, yeah. So
yeah.
best picture, last one.
Mhm. Yeah, we go to the best picture. Finally, we have arrived to best picture. And
Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamlet,
unfortunately,
Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Secret Agent, Sentimental
uh,
Lanu, Sinners, Strange Dreams.
it's, I mean, unfortunately, it's very predictable which will win. It's very predictable. I mean, everyone is talking about it.
Yeah,
So,
for a time
yeah.
being in January, I thought there are two competitions, which is Hamlet and Marty Supreme. But they
Uh,
definitely are great films. But seeing the
of
awards
course.
buzz, all of these films are
Mm.
great films. Not even kidding. All of these 10 films. This is the first best picture. I think all of these 10 films are deserving. Very deserving.
Of
So,
course. Of course.
but seeing the awards, all the other awards, and the hype, and of course Paul Thomas Anderson, I think it should
Mm.
go to One Battle After Another, and it will
Yeah,
go to One
it
Battle After
will
Another.
go to,
So yeah,
yeah. Same. Choice and prediction is one better after another. PTA deserves it. It is has
let me
PTA
just.
won an Oscar before? I don't know
I
this.
think for There Will Be Blood, I'm not very sure.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know. Once
But
PTA Oscars.
yeah, if he hasn't won, then it definitely deserves. I know he's nominated like crazy amount of times, but yeah,
Nominated, 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 nominated,
nominated. No,
nominated.
he
Okay, no,
hasn't won.
no, he hasn't.
He hasn't won. So this
Pending.
is kind of like an
That's a pending.
honorary
It's
Oscar.
it's
This is like
pending. It's winner.
it's
It's
pending.
not pending.
Yeah. So this is like the
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio
If he
situation. It's
hasn't
like an
won, yeah,
honorary
of course
Oscar.
he
So
needs to win.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, just to speak about the other films, like Bogonia is fine, of course. No, man, it's a great film.
Hmm.
But Poor Things is a
Hmm.
better film. Of course, he won for Poor Things only, and that is he deserves it for that one. And now let's go to the other films. F1, it's a blockbuster nomination. Everyone is clear about
Hmm.
that. Guillermo del Toro won for better films than Frankenstein. That is fine. It's
Yeah.
Shape of Water,
Yeah.
and though
Shape
I
of
think
Water.
Pan's Labyrinth is a better film. We have two Oscar winners. One is Guillermo del Toro, one is Chloe Zhao. So two Oscar winners here. And Chloe Zhao, I think, should have won for Hamlet rather than Nomadland. Should have
Hmm.
won money in if Hamlet was made that year, then that should have been the best picture. But since One Battle is here,
Right.
so it cannot be. But still, Chloe Zhao won an Oscar, but she should have won for this movie, not that movie. So though I
Yeah.
love Nomadland, Devarpo didn't, but I think
Yeah. Not my type.
yeah.
But
But I think uh, if she has to win Oscar, she should have won for Hamlet. And Marty Supreme is doing or nothing to talk about Marty Supreme anymore. And Secret Agent,
yeah.
of course, new director and Brazilian director, and Brazil is rising through films again.
No, Secret Agent managing to get on the Best Picture nomination in itself is a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
big
yeah.
achievement.
Yeah, though I
Yeah.
though we thought that before the kids screening also that this might happen.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
because uh, and because of like the political awareness of the film and
Of
sentimental value,
course.
great film. Sinners, great film. Train Dreams, great film. Train Dreams, I didn't
Hmm.
think though it will get nominated, but it got somehow. That is a great thing. So
Hmm.
nice. That was a very last minute addition in our predictions because
Yeah.
the Train Dreams buzz was
Yeah.
created very last 1 month kind of buzz. The rest of the films were
Hmm.
already predicted from last 1 year ago, but Train Dreams was like last 1 month. It got very hyped up. So
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for our Oscars 2026 predictions.
great.
We will look back on this and see how we did. I am pretty confident we will get most of the predictions right because yeah.
Let's see. Some in some places your prediction and my prediction
Yeah.
differs. So let's see who
Ha,
wins.
ha, ha.
Most
Yes.
of them are in
So
the short film categories, but yeah. Let's
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, we are back in the best season of the year, of course, which is
okay.
the
And
Oscar
we
season.
will,
So let's see what
of
happens.
course, as it goes on sooner and sooner, you will see more videos coming out regarding the Oscars.
Yep.
And follow our channel
Yep.
and subscribe. And that's it, I guess.
Yep.
We are done with the
That's it. There's
predictions.
no
This
other
is the
choice
unusual
but to end the
podcast.
podcast here.
Yeah.
So
So
this is
that's
the
the
unusual
unusual
podcast.
podcast. We will
Signing
resurrect
off.
this once again when
अरे भाई
when these films are not snubbed. We will resurrect this podcast once
Yes.
again. So let's
We will avenge your resurrection.
yes. Let's
Yeah. Okay, Tata.
bye.